The open world subgenre is one of the most popular in the gaming industry, and with improvements in console hardware and game engines, developers have been able to create bigger and bigger maps that are filled to the brim with loot to discover, side quests to complete, and NPCs to interact with. So today on Game Rant, we wanted to go over the top 10 third-person open world games according to user scores. Starting out with number 10, we have Crackdown. This Xbox exclusive's over-the-top action made it an absolute blast to just pick up and get lost in, with actual missions being something of an afterthought to many players. Fallout New Vegas is a unique entry in this list, because while it's primarily a first-person experience, many opt to switch between first and third person depending on their preference. Ask anybody in the Fallout community what their favorite entry into the series is, and chances are they'll mention New Vegas, for its incredible writing, wealth of interesting factions, and engaging combat. Next is Red Faction Guerrilla, a 2009 sci-fi game that takes players to the planet Mars. The game stood out specifically for its destructible environments, which may not seem like much today, but were an impressive innovation at the time, and many players enjoyed simply firing at buildings and watching them all fall. Although it seems like a distant memory now, there was once a time where the Saints Row franchise had a pretty serious tone. But by the time that the fourth entry came around, that was completely out the window, with Saints Row 4 embracing the franchise's new identity of essentially being Grand Theft Auto with every mod and cheat code enabled. The first of many Rockstar titles on this list is L.A. Noire, with its unique crime scene investigation gameplay. While a bit dated by today's standards, like the facial animations that drive a lot of the game's interrogation sequences for instance, it's still a fantastic game that's unlike any other. Stealth sections in open world games don't tend to get much love, so when players heard that the legendary Metal Gear series would be implementing an open world into its latest release, there were quite a few skeptics. But thankfully, those criticisms were laid to rest when the Phantom Pain released to overwhelming praise. The sheer number of different ways that players could choose to approach every mission was incredible, and went a long way to make the game and its open world feel interesting and unique. Now onto Red Dead Redemption, Rockstar's open world game set in the American Wild West of the early 20th century. With an iconic protagonist in John Marston, players embark through a vast open world filled with detailed environments, a variety of wildlife, and a wide range of missions and side activities to partake in. Number 3 on our list is Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. By far the oldest game we've talked about yet today, being released way back in 2004, this entry into the GTA franchise brought players to a fictionalized California, and it's widely regarded as one of the best in the series, due in no small part to its massive open world and unique sim mechanics heightening the immersion found in this particular title. Sticking again with Rockstar is Red Dead Redemption 2. The sequel to the critically acclaimed and aforementioned Red Dead 1. This game acts as a prequel to the original, and raised the bar considerably in terms of open world realism, with an incredible map filled with some of the most true-to-life weather and wildlife mechanics ever seen in a video game. And lastly, in the number 1 spot is Grand Theft Auto 5. You saw this one coming, admit it. Since its release in 2013, this game in many ways has been seen as a blueprint for open world games ever since. And even to this day, there's still something incredible about exploring the massive open world of Los Santos and experiencing the wonderful and spontaneous nature of this open world. And that's it for our list. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to go to GameRant.com for more like this.